Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot. Or today, I want to do a reading on things that are going on with Charlie Kirk. If you have not heard, Charlie Kirk is a ally, someone who is very close with President Donald Trump's administration, has similar talking points, and has had some remarks about the Second Amendment and firearm-related incidents. And he most recently, today, uh, as he was speaking at a university in Utah, um, did have an incident with a firearm where he was hit in the neck. There's videos online. I'm not gonna do that, and I think he has passed. Or at the time of recording, I do not believe it has been confirmed nor denied. But considering the evidence out there, it seems like he has. And I want to take a look at what was going on and the such, and go see what we can see. So without further ado, let's get to it. But remember, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. Just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into today's reading. Also, quick reminder, please be kind, please be courteous to everyone in the comments. Again, this is a man who has passed. This is a man with a family. This is someone who bleeds red just like me and you. Am I going to be like, oh my gosh, you need to be nice to this person, blah, blah, blah? No. If you don't agree with someone, you don't agree with someone, but we do not need to be malicious not be malicious to a dead man, essentially, or someone who's been extremely injured, even though what they've said we do not agree with, right? The more we diversify, the less that we can unify together under one banner to go with other people. So with that, let's get into today, into just the general energy around the incident. So first things first, as I'm like, I don't know, I did a little meditation before this, and like I'm looking at Charlie, and I don't know what was on his neck, but like I see him, and I'm seeing in his hand there's a packet, and I'm like, why is there a packet in my hand? And he's like, this is what was supposed to happen. Why did the packet not go off? This is what was supposed to go off. It's like there is something with a packet, whether this is fake blood or something of the such. I'm getting that this was not what ended up happening, was not what originally was supposed to happen, because at the center of this is the devil reversed. This is breaking free from the chains that bind us. Was he trying to separate himself from groups, people, and others to do certain things? Because this is supposed to be a statement. Were they trying to set Charlie Kirk up here in the future to kind of push the agenda of the Trump administration and kind of what that base was? Because what I'm getting here, and all alleged, so at the center of this, at the center of like what was really going on, what were these intentions? So it's like, this is like you're trying to break free from the chains that bind you. Old ways of thinking, people, places, things. Why is this? Because we want to make a statement. We want to make a statement about today because we are trying to embolden a base. We are trying to embolden a group of people, to bring people out, to like us, to buy into our president's lead. The hopes and fears here is that this is going to help us bring balance. This is going to get other people talking about this incident rather than, say, the Epstein birthday book that just came out. Because again, the unseen obstacle is that this isn't going to move people in the way that they want them to. This isn't going to get rid of things. Because the negative influence here as well is this is just hurting that base. This is hurting the administration. This is hurting the government overall. What's going for this, though, is that this is emboldening the base. This is rallying people around them. Do I feel that Charlie was like this sacrificial lamb? A little bit here, because here in the past he was in deep with other people around him, and here in the future now with this feminine figure apparently you're not the land of milk and honey. Whatever the intention here, it's not having its intended effect. Because at the center of this, yeah, you were also a snake. They saw him as a snake, someone who's like, you aren't really on our side. I don't know if he was doing double crossing, double teaming, whatever you want to call that. Why is this? Again, there's something with a packet. Sick overindulgence in vices, bad food, poison, magician. Again, it seems like whatever he was talking about, whatever things that were going on, it just wasn't supposed to be. It's like he's a snake in the grass, playing both sides. Because from a material influence here, it's like we got to take this a little bit, take this slow. Where are we going to go? What are we doing? Who are we putting? How are we getting back at these people? Because again, hopes and fears. We want to play on people's emotions. Sway them back to our side. Do I feel that Charlie was supposed to end 6 feet underneath the ground? No. Again, I see it's like this was supposed to be what it was. Why is this not why is this going on and why is this in my hand? This wasn't supposed to happen. It's like two different things that happen. Because again, the unseen obstacle, the key, access, opportunity. This is the truth. He was just an opportunity. I don't know. Because there's exposure. We're bringing light to something about dirty dealings going on in the government. What's going for them? This is lighting the candle, giving us hope to like we're reigniting our base, reigniting people, getting people fired up for the polls here in the past. Again, the bridge, transition, connections between realms or connections between other people, and here in the future. They are trying to get people back into their base, back into their organized groups, their faiths, their beliefs. Because at the back here is the Eye of Horus, protection, intuition, healing, divine insight. When I'm looking at why this happened, this is, again, what I'm seeing is this was an opportunity. The opportunity occurred. There's something he was doing behind the scenes, whether this was double crossing or not, where it's like, you're a liability. We have this plan. We get to ignite our base and kind of go from there. Again, y'all, this is what I'm seeing. Again, I'm open to being wrong about all of this, but it just seems to me that this is like a deal gone bad. A deal gone bad. Things did not go as intended. It's like we had one thing, and then in reality, we did this naively, foolishly. We leaped without looking. So I want to take a look at what was kind of the big motivation behind this. So I'm going to grab out the true crime deck, and we're going to take a look at some other motivations that were kind of, what were some big motivations behind this? Like the person who was kind of doing this, the person who they suspected. What was the big motivation here? Why was this? Can we get more into the motivations instead of more of the general energy around it? What was the big motivation for attacking Charlie Kirk? Somebody was feeling trapped. It's like we were locked away. When you back someone into a corner, they're going to lash out. Why is this? Because of money. Can we focus? The big motivation here is, I don't know if this is Charlie himself who is going to the Hooskow. I'm hearing no, but there's someone who's been backed into a corner, and this is how, whether they're like they're feeling trapped or they're feeling imprisoned, but like this person's going to get caught because someone has felt like they are no longer the controller of the game. They are trapped in something of their own making. Why is this? Because of money. And they're spiraling because they can't get what they want anymore. It's like they can't do it because the material influence is here as well as the chest, strategic moves, power dynamics, along with the heart, connections, family, love. hopes and fears. Someone is, I don't know why. I don't know if someone's trying to use this as a distraction, but there's something going on. What else is going on here? Why does this feel, and y'all, I'm going to say something, and y'all can let me know what you guys think. So at the bottom of this deck, along with Saturn, someone wanted to shut Charlie up on what he was saying, what he was doing, shut up the base on what they were doing. This was a warning shot. Again, do I feel like that was the massive intention behind this? Again, do I feel that this was supposed to be super, like it was, there was like one, there's layers to this. It's like, and one layer, it's like, we're going to do this. This is the plan to like rally up a base XYZ. And then there's the secondary plan of like a double cross where it's like, okay, we're going to do this. Awesome. So he expects it, but then in reality, you saw that this was going to happen, and then and then it's like, wait, shit, this is real. It's supposed to be fake. No, this is real. Because the big intention here, again, it's like, we want to shut you up because we need you to be like, this is like, we got to be dad. We are going to be like, you shut the heck up now. Because down here at the center of all of it, it's somebody, whoever this was feeling trapped. They wanted to have control because they are lacking control. Why is this? Because their greed, their money, they're not having, they don't have what they have anymore. It's like they're spiraling. They don't have resources. They don't have money. They don't have power. Unseen, because material influences here is like, we're trying to get like, it almost feels like wherever this person was, it's like, I'm going to get you. We're going to get you because this is our move. This is our big move. You want to play these games? We're going to win these prizes. Because hopes and fears here. Again, we want to spiritual awakening and enlightenment, rising above the darkness. Someone wants to elevate the collective here as the family, bring everyone together against common sources of people, right? The negative influence here, though, is that this person, the influences here, it's like he was one of many. There's also many who wanted him gone within his own party or within his own little group, whichever he is a part of. So it's like, I don't know where the double cross was, because he should be probably been wearing the evil eye as well as the sword of communication, fighting truth. There's a lot of fighting over who this was and who had a hand in it, because there's traitors in his own circles, allegedly. Because the negative influence here as well with the ladder, it's like someone wanted to climb up the ladder, and to do so, I needed you to be gone. With the life insurance here as well, it's like you being gone assures me the next spot up, however that works. Because what's going for here? There's new transformation, and somebody's like, pleasure doing business with you. This is an inside job. Just saying. Because here in the past, someone's like, I'll give you money to take this one out. And then here in the future, whoever did this is going to be going to prison. This is going to be known. We are going to clear this old energy. Whoever did this will be going. They will be getting, like, it's going to be bad. There will be accountability, essentially, for whoever this is. That's coming for them in the future. Whether it is for this or not, but there's accountability coming. Imprisonment, jail time, arrest, big wild changes. Do I think that we're going to really know about, like, I think I'm getting the true motivations. So what are we going to be told from the media perspective? What are we going to be told about this? Like, what's the story that they're going to try and spin in the media about Mr. Charlie, about this incident? Because I gotta use YouTube terms of service stuff. How are we gonna have it be spun in the media? Like, how is it gonna be spun? What's it gonna be talking about? How is it going to be talked about? Let's see. How's the media gonna spin this? Disgruntled friend, disgruntled person. So the call came from inside the house. The Hierophant. The Hierophant, to me, people could be like, it's the church, it's marriage, it's all these things, it's commitment. I see this as my big CEO card. This is my CEO. This is the call coming from inside the house, right? CEOs, big businesses, governments, the top of the top, the highest of the high. That's where this came from. Or like that's where they're going to be like, this is from a governmental thing. He was part of the government, so that's why they went after him. Because this person was disgruntled, they were unhappy, they were off their rocker. I also see like this is someone who was super unhappy. They drank a lot, they were partying a lot. Here in the future, they're going to like this person will be there and then they're going to be poof gone to the wind. A lot of different stories about this person. I think their internet presence is getting scrubbed as well. Because as I'm looking down here to the whys, it's like we want to make sure that the public is going to be feeding whatever narrative we want to see. But it's like this person wasn't really that good. Why is this? Because we want to make sure that we have control over what the public is seeing and the side. Like in like this is almost like the public institutions were feeding this person's brain magical juju thingy-mabobbers. However, from material influence here, this person had multiple opportunities. Also, I don't know why I hear a bunker or there's like an entire stash of stuff looking at this wall. It's like, I don't know if this person was wearing a mask. I don't know if this person had like ways of disguising themselves, but this is giving me like this person, like this is someone this has been planning for a while. Because hopes and fears here is they're going to be painted as this was supposed to be we painted the town in red. We did what we needed to do. They were so self-serving and satisfying. They got what they wanted in the end. Blah, 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 blah. Because, again, the negative influence here, though, is the child. There's going to be relatively no history on this person. I don't know why. But it's like this person, there's little to nothing about them online. No Facebook. Little to no Instagram. Like there's barely any like digital footprint of this person, and if there is, it's gonna feel off because the negative influence here is the Five of Cups. People are kind of moving on really quickly from this. Don't know why, because this is, I don't like this Three of Pentacles. This was a business arrangement, a business deal of some sort. Because here in the past, again, here's the government, and here in the future, they're kind of just gone to the wind. Like, this person is going to be, like, stuck ground zero. What we have is what we have, and we're not going to get much more than that. There's a person who's going to have everything scrubbed from the internet about them. And this is a deal. I don't know if they'll ever, like, say like, oh my gosh, this is what was really going on, because here at the bottom of the deck it's like they want to parade this person around and put them on display. It's not the Luigi effect. This isn't the Luigi effect. This is going to be a completely different like set of things going on, is what I'm seeing. So I do want to take a look, because this is, so when it comes for us public, like should we as the public, I know that things seem to be getting dicey. There's a lot of unrest going on. If people have been watching the news, you've been seeing that there's been protests all around the world against governments and the lives of the rich and the famous. And there's very much an eat the rich mentality, right? So I want to take a look more specifically, and that is kind of about like, what should we as the public, us little plebs down here at the bottom of the food chain, be worried about more of these types of incidents happening? If so, like, how do we prepare? Like, how should we be like going with it? And if not, that's awesome too, right? So let's take a look. Should we be expecting more of these? Is this something that's going to be going on? If so, what is the advice from Spirit to help us through these turbulent times? Okay. So, am I seeing like massive like incidents like this happening all the time? No. What I am seeing is a lot of closed door type of situations. Because at the bottom of the deck, we'll just take a look at the bottom. Like, what is like the underlying issue? Is like, this is us. We ourselves need to release ourselves from the chains that bind us. Things around us are things around us. How do they affect our day to day right now? Okay. And I think that's kind of the big message from Spirit, is very much like, how do these incidents affect your day to day right now? How do they? Do they? As we are trying to go through survival mode. And when do you say we're done with survival mode and we're now in the fight back mode, right? Because here at the center of everything, should we be expecting more of these? I would say no. But the reasoning for this is because this is going to be sweeping change. Has to come through from a financial influence, a financial backing. Why is this? Because we are now fighting for this. We are speaking about this. We are using all the tools in our toolbox to get what we want. From a material influence here as well. I do feel that it's like blood will hit the floor, but I do not know if we're going to know about it. There's a lot of things that are going on. I almost see like we're doing a roundup, a cleanup, whether that's done in the public eye or in the private eye. Things are kind of going on because from the hopes and fears position, we need to do things in silence. We're going to be saying one thing, we're going to be doing another, we're going to be moving at night, we're going to try and not get caught and do different things. Unseen obstacle as well. This is also like, there might be a younger type of energy that be like, this is the last one, we aren't doing this no more. Unseen obstacle though here is the institution is falling and crumbling and decaying from the inside out. Protections are going away. Money is going away. If big companies, big billionaires think that they are going to be protected, I do not believe they will be. Their foundations of what they've built their fortunes on are crumbling. The things that they've exploited are being closed. The loopholes no longer. Because again, the negative influence here is people are being they're refusing to see things in a new light. They're refusing to see a different perspective. What's going for this? There will be more people who are passing. But this is going to be very much like, oh, this person does pass in their sleep. There's this thing that's going on. Things are going to be done very quietly if this does happen. I can't understand more than this, because here in the past, this is part of a deal. This is part of contracts. This is part of our cleaning everything up. And here in the future, the Ace of Pentacles is like, this is what we're trying to invest in. New opportunities, new things moving forward. With this being a tombstone as well, it's like we are trying to clean up the old so we can start anew and push new pieces, people, and things in the future. Anything else here, Spirit, that you want to give us? Any other information? People are going to be very worried. Again, with the Nine of Swords upright, this is like, people are going to be very worried. There are certain politicians, certain influencers, certain people who have power and money who are very worried. Middle of the night, things coming in and scaring the bejesus out of you. Because the obstacle is, they coming. The boogeyman is coming. For certain people. Do I think that this is for the public? Do I think the public needs to be concerned with this at all? To a point. It's not that, oh, the people in the public are in danger per se. It's there are certain individuals in places of power and influence that are more in danger and are like more like kind of scared type of energy. Because the advice that they're giving us is the Six of Cups, which is, don't look to the past, keep moving to the future. As the Six of Cups to me, it's like this is very much like we're reminiscing on the past, where we're looking at the past, and maybe this is like look to the past to understand the present. Look at what was built from the past to put us here in the present. There are certain people who have done things that have landed us here in our present situations, right? Especially on a more societal or global level. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like there are certain people that have power and influence that it should be more worried than, say, like the general public. The general public will be used to sway emotional needs and emotions, but can't sway the games of the rich and the powerful, if that makes any sense. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm kind of seeing. I'm going to end it there. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Otherwise, feel free to, if you want to book a personal reading with me, join YouTube members. All that is down below in the description box below. Otherwise, just thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So thank you, and bye.